Hello, my name is Colm Callaghan. I am a horticultural tutor to community education, and I do a lot of horticultural and environmental training courses around the county. Today I wish to talk to you about lawn restoration. I am self-isolating here in our Riverset garden in Callaghan, and this is a trial garden. We have trial lawns where we do various trials for independent people. Today I'd like to talk to you about lawn renovation, and particularly about scarifying and lawn thatch removal. What is lawn thatch? It's actually this dead organic matter that is present in the lawn. It very often occurs now with, say, the likes of robotic lawnmowers. How do we remove it from the lawn? Quite easily. One way, in fact, is actually by using a rake, an ordinary garden rake. And the advantage of doing this is that it takes the dead organic material from the lawn. The lawn will actually look better. It's also a very good form of exercise, something we have to do, in fact, actually at the moment. In order to do this, don't go gung-ho into it, but start gently. So if I do a little patch here, you can see the material, this dead grass that's already come off the lawn. So if we do north-south, east-west, and you can see from that area there, about a square foot, there is a lot of dead organic matter that we actually have removed. What is the reason for doing this? Well, where we have thatch on a lawn, we actually get a very, very poor root system. This is a sod where there is actually thatch on the lawn, and as you can see, there are very, very poor roots in it. By removing the thatch, we get a much better root system. We get much better grass growth. Here we have thin, weak grass, but with, in fact, actually removing the thatch, the grass has more room, more space to grow, and also the roots have much better area for development. Another way we can actually do this is by using a machine like this called a lawn scarifier. These are readily available at the moment, in fact, in some of the discount stores. This is an electric one, and if you're using an electric one, they are actually very effective. They cost about €80 to actually buy. You can do this month, in fact, actually. Do it now, and a main scarifying in the autumn does actually help. If you are using a machine like this and you're using an extension reel, because there's about 1,000 watts in this machine, make sure that the extension reel is open. Do use a circuit breaker if you have one. They cost about €10, and they're very effective. Now, they are actually quite noisy, so just and you can see the material that has just come off the lawn, and that is actually dead. That is actually dead grass. If you noticed when I was using this machine, walk to the side of it, or actually walk behind it. Don't walk onto the thatch, because you will actually put it back onto the lawn. Now, what do? We're left with a bit of bare soil here, and what we can do is put up or put onto it some pre-germinated grass seed mixture. You can buy a proprietary product, or you can actually pre-germinate the seed, and I'll show you how to do that. This is actually far more effective and works out a lot less expensive. So we mix the seed with the composition of sharp horticultural sand and either soil, if you have good soil if you have it, or compost, at a ratio of 1 part of sand to 3 parts of compost or soil. So what we do is we just scatter a pre-germinated mixture onto the area that we have actually scarified, and just gently rake it in with a light rake. To make up the pre-germinated seed mix, what we need is some lawn seed, some lukewarm tepid water, and a bucket. So what we do here in fact is pour the lawn seed into the bucket as if we were making our boiling rice, add in our water, and we leave this to soak overnight. And this is some that has been soaked overnight. What actually happens here is the seed will actually swell, and to strain it off, in this case I'm using 2 flower pots, just to, because I don't have a strainer, just to hand, but just vary the holes. And this will actually gather the seed. What we do with the seed then is we just spread it out on a tray like so, and we leave this in a dark garage or shed for about a week. And what will happen is that this will actually sprout. The effects of actually doing this is that the grass will actually get a lot thicker, and the roots will actually get a lot better. If you're using your lawn for, say for example, sports or games or tennis, football, by removing the thatch, this actually helps with, say for example, ball speed, say with a tennis ball bounce, because you're actually doing it in grass, but also in fact that the grass or the lawn will actually look a lot better. And after scarifying, it will look a little bit bare for a while, but 2 to 3 weeks later, this is what it will look like. What I would also suggest at this time of year is, again we're looking for more exercise, is to actually mow our lawn, say about every 5 days or so, if it's growing. And the reason is this will also in fact actually improve the quality of the grass. It'll also give you some exercise to do, even though if it's walking the lawnmower around the garden. Another job we can look at the moment is if we have what we call divots. And divots are bare patches in the soil or the lawn, just like so. And what actually happens here is where a footmark or where a ball or something landed, and we have this bare patch, what actually happens is that the soil compacts underneath. And in order to repair this, just quite simply, a digging fork just underneath. Just go around it like so. What we're doing here is we're raising the divot, raising the soil, allowing air into the soil and actually loosening the soil and improving the soil structure. And again, with either a proprietary mix or our pre-germinated grass seed, we can just put this over the divot like so, and with our foot just then gently tap in, and this will actually grow quite quickly. You don't have to use pre-germinated seed, but the advantage is that it's actually better. It actually germinates a lot quicker, less attractive to the birds. I hope these tips are actually quite useful to you, particularly during your isolation. And listen, stay well, stay safe, and